I wanted to make an exhibition where you had the feeling of stepping into a painting. Of course, there was some limitations because it's in a gallery, and I couldn't paint all the walls and stuff like that. But I really tried to with the sculptures and with the paintings and the ceramic small sculptures, to make this language between the works. And you would have the feeling of stepping into a painting, and also like meeting this diva, because the colors are so bright and everything is just like screaming at you. So the thought of the title was that you meet the diva or the divas. They're all like a diva. I'm not a routine kind of person. It's just I'm more like I'm always going with my intuition, and so I have these periods of time in my studio where I work really intensively and just create a lot of paintings or sculptures, and then I have a period of time where I don't work, where I rest. And I think that's very important, to have the time to rest. Also, it's like a balance to build up that creative energy is really important. If I just kept on working like every day, it would just drain the ideas, I think. So yeah, I think it's about the creative energy that's really sacred for me almost. So yeah, I'm doing that in a period of time, and then just a period of time where I'm not doing anything. I just recently started painting on wood. I tried to paint for years now, always like the traditional way on canvas, and it just didn't work. It's just, I don't know why, because I don't know exactly why the wood works for me, but it just, it feels different. Maybe it's because it's more like an object or something. And I feel like, yeah, it's just the way the wood absorbs the colors, and yeah, I like that. So I guess I would do more of that, and I'm really happy about it's possible for me to paint again. It's working, and I tried so many times the last few years and just couldn't seem to get it to work. And then also I like the sculptures that are kind of in between design and art. I think I would do more of those, but I'm always looking for new ways to express myself. So there's nothing I can say I wouldn't do. It's just, yeah, let's see. I get inspirations from so many different places. It could be everything from fashion to architecture and design, but also, of course, I have some idols like Picasso. I love him, and I love Franziska Clausen, a Danish artist, and yeah, just a lot of abstract artists. Auguste Herbin is also one of my favorites. He's actually a French artist. Sometimes it's from music. I mean, it's not something where I just have this one person. It's just in the periods of time where I don't work, I guess I collect inspiration and build up new ideas. So maybe it's just something I see on Instagram that's really inspiring for me. Well, actually, it's maybe not important to me to like see the difference between art and design, because I don't see that line as much as other people do. It's like it's okay for design to be inspired by art, but it's not so okay for art to be inspired by design. but maybe it is now. Yeah, so I just feel like the need to just make it equal. It's not important if it's the one or the other. It's funny to have it like in between. So is it something you can use or sit on, or is it like a sculpture? And why not make everything something in between? It's something I started many years ago when I was in the art academy, and I was making more figurative paintings, and then I had these small parts of pattern in the paintings, and I just noticed that every time I had to do the patterns, that was where I really liked doing the paintings, and then I gave it more space and it took over kind of. And actually before I started at the art academy, I wanted to go to a design school and design textile fabrics. So yeah, I guess it's something from that. So I've always been very fascinated with patterns, and I think it also helps the works like speak to each other if they have something in common like that. It's almost like they're related or something if the pattern is repeated. For my recent show Diva, I was very interested in the shapes and colors of the 70s and the 60s, and so they have this all brown and yellow and vivid colors. And so I wanted to transfer that to the paintings and try to make not a monochrome painting, but just using one color palette and see where that would take me. I want to make this feeling that when you go into the exhibition, it's like stepping into a painting and you walk around inside of a painting, and the works, they speak more to your senses than your intellect. So it's not so much about, oh, I get this. It's more like the experience and experiencing how they talk to each other and trying to get this language instead of getting it with your head. Fritz Hansen was a collaboration where they had seen some of my work, actually some of my lino prints, and they really loved that and thought that it would work great for the ant chair by Arne Jacobsen. And so they asked if it was possible for me to do something for the chair and kind of develop a pattern or a print for the chair. And we tried different colors, and we found 3 colors that would really match the chair great. So so they have this technique of printing. So I made the lino prints like in the normal way, and they get it printed on the chair. So it's digitally printed on the chair. Well, of course, I want to make more exhibition. I think mostly like in the next exhibition and how I want that to work. I don't think like 5 years into the future. It's just the next thing right in front of me and what I want to do with that. So it's really like yeah, trying to visualize that. But yeah, I want to go more into like making a total installation where the works talk to each other, and you have the feeling of like stepping into a painting. That's really important to me, and I think I want to find a place where I can like expand that even more.